A crack suddenly opens in the sky. Above a strange planet, a red streak tears through the night like a wound in space. Something falls out of it. She lands in the center of a ruined plaza. Silver armor reflects the neon lights of a futuristic city. Her long golden hair moves in the cold wind. Her eyes are sharp, scanning everything around her. Seraphina. A warrior of the heavens. But this is not her world. Armored soldiers surround the plaza. Energy weapons are aimed directly at the mysterious woman who just fell from the sky. Their systems search for information. Nothing. No identity. No history. No record of her existence. Seraphina slowly stands up and picks up a long sword lying beside her. The blade glows with a cold blue light. She looks up at the sky, where the space rift has already closed. Someone brought her here. Someone broke her world. Her voice echoes through the silent plaza, calm but dangerous. I do not know what world this is. She turns her sword, its steel reflecting dozens of weapons pointed at her. But I will find the one who dragged me here. A cold smile appears on her face. And when I do, the sword begins to shine brighter. They will pay for it. Before the sky tore open and dragged her into this strange world, Seraphina was a legend of the heavenly realm of Aurelia. Aurelia floated high above the universe, a kingdom among endless clouds. It was a place where angel warriors were born to fight. They had shining white wings, divine strength, and a single purpose: destroy all creatures of darkness. But Seraphina was always different. While every other angel had powerful wings, she had none. As a child, that made her the target of many young warriors at the academy. They called her the broken angel. Seraphina proved them wrong. Without wings, she trained harder than anyone. Without divine privilege, she mastered the sword until it felt like part of her body. Over time, she became the leader of the demon hunters, the most feared warrior in Aurelia. No creature of darkness could escape her blade. For centuries, Seraphina never lost a battle. Until the day everything changed. During a hunt near the edge of heaven, she faced an ancient creature, something unlike any monster she had ever seen. Just before it died, the creature looked directly at her and said words that froze her in place. You do not belong here, daughter of the gods. At the time, she thought it was only the final lie of a dying demon. But now, standing in this strange world, the memory echoes in her mind like a warning. Maybe her entire life has been a lie. The plaza slowly falls silent after the brief confrontation. High-tech soldiers lie scattered across the ground, defeated within minutes. Seraphina stands in the center, her sword still glowing with cold light. She did not kill them. These soldiers are not her enemies. They are just people frightened by something they cannot understand. But one of them managed to send a distress signal. In the sky, massive warships begin to appear. Their blue and red lights sweep across the city like giant searching eyes. Seraphina looks up. This world seems to enjoy war. A voice suddenly speaks behind her. You just caused a pretty big problem. Seraphina spins, instantly raising her sword. A man stands on the railing of a damaged building. His long coat moves with the wind. His eyes glow with curiosity. He carries no weapon, but he is not afraid. My name is Kyle, he says as he jumps lightly to the ground. And if you don't want this entire planet hunting you, he glances at the sky, where the warships are lowering. You might need a little help. Seraphina studies the stranger carefully. She knows nothing about this world. Not the rules. Not the enemies. But she knows one thing. If she wants to find the person who brought her here, her journey begins now. The ship cuts through the night sky like a silver arrow. Inside the cockpit, Kale pilots the vessel through a dense radar network surrounding the planet. Red scanning lights flash across the window as they pass towering buildings of the city. Seraphina stands behind him, still cautious. She does not fully trust this man, but Kale kept his promise. Within hours, he brought her to the only place that might hold answers. The ancient archive of Archon. A massive library containing thousands of years of cosmic history. Heavy metal doors slide open, revealing a vast circular chamber filled with floating columns of moving data. Kale activates the search system. I scanned your energy when we met, he says. And this kind of power, a hologram appears in the center of the room. A gigantic tree made of light. Its branches stretch endlessly across galaxies. Seraphina feels her heart tighten. She has seen this symbol before. In the ancient temples of Aurelia, the world tree. She whispers. Kale nods. Exactly. He zooms in on a broken branch. A few days ago, part of this structure tore open. A fracture across dimensions. He turns to Seraphina, and at the exact moment it happened, the image shifts to a recording of the sky rift above the city. You fell out of it. Seraphina clenches her fists. But something else shocks her even more. At the center of the energy map, there is a symbol. One she knows very well. The symbol of the royal gods. Kale looks at her, voice low. Seraphina. He points to the glowing mark. It seems the one who opened the gate that brought you here was a god. The archive room falls into a heavy silence. The image of the world tree continues to rotate slowly in the air, its light reflecting off Seraphina's silver armor. But her eyes are no longer sharp and steady. Now they show uncertainty. A god. Only royal gods could manipulate the structure of the world tree. That means the one who dragged her out of Aurelia was not a normal enemy. Kale breaks the silence. If this symbol is real, then you're not just a warrior of heaven. He pauses. You're connected to the gods themselves. Seraphina says nothing. In her mind, the voice of the ancient monster echoes again. You do not belong here. Daughter of the gods. She ignored those words before. But now, everything is starting to make terrifying sense. Suddenly, the entire archive shakes violently. Alarm sirens echo throughout the structure. Kale checks the radar screen. That's not good. A massive fleet appears on the scanners. But this time, it's not the military of Archon. The ships are white and silver, marked with a symbol Seraphina knows well. The symbol of the heavenly realm, Aurelia. Seraphina freezes. They found her. Kale looks at her. Friends of yours. Seraphina grips her sword tightly. Her voice turns cold. No. Blue light bursts from her blade. They came to hunt me. The sky above Archon turns into a battlefield within minutes. Dozens of Aurelia warships surround the city like a massive ring. From their hulls, angel warriors descend like streaks of white light, their wings glowing across the night sky. These were once Seraphina's comrades. Warriors who fought beside her for centuries. Now, they are hunting her. Seraphina stands on the roof of the ancient archive, her sword shining brightly. Kale stands behind her, staring at the sky in disbelief. You're definitely not a normal criminal, he mutters. An angel lands in front of Seraphina. Golden armor. Massive white wings. The commander of the hunting force. Seraphina, he says calmly, you have broken the laws of heaven. You left Aurelia without permission. Seraphina stares back at him. I didn't leave. She points at the sky. I was taken. The commander shows no reaction. That no longer matters. He raises his hand. Instantly, dozens of angels surround Seraphina. Heaven has declared you a traitor. Seraphina tightens her grip on the sword. Why? For the first time, the commander hesitates. Then he answers. Because we discovered the truth. He looks directly at her. You are not an angel. The air feels frozen. You are the descendant of the gods. The words fall like a final judgment. And heaven does not raise the children of its enemies. Seraphina stands still. Her entire life, her honor, victories, and past, collapse in a single moment. The sky glows with the light of hundreds of wings. Seraphina stands surrounded by warriors who once called her their ally. Now their eyes hold only caution and cold judgment. Traitor. That is the name heaven has given her. The commander steps forward. You will return to Aurelia to face judgment. Seraphina looks around. Dozens of angels. Warships above the city. No escape. Behind her, Kale speaks quietly. We need to leave. But Seraphina does not move. Inside her mind, pieces of memory begin to connect. The ancient monster. The symbol of the gods. The fracture in the world tree. And the truth the angels just revealed. Seraphina slowly lifts her head. If heaven is right, if she truly is the descendant of gods, then the power inside her never belonged to them. The light on her sword begins to change. No longer the blue glow of heaven. A brilliant golden energy erupts from her body like a storm. The angels around her step back. That's impossible. One whispers. Seraphina's eyes glow with power. For the first time in her life, she feels the true source of her strength. Not the power of angels, but the power of gods. Seraphina raises her sword. Her voice echoes across the battlefield. You raised me to be a warrior. She steps forward. The ground trembles beneath her. So today, golden light explodes across the plaza. You will see what you truly created. Golden divine light explodes across the sky of Archon. A powerful shockwave spreads from Seraphina, pushing back every angel warrior around her. Bright white wings are thrown through the air as ancient power fills the battlefield. Even the commander steps back. He looks at Seraphina with a mix of shock and fear. Because the warrior standing before him is no longer the angel he once trained. She is something older, something greater. Seraphina walks forward slowly through the glowing storm of energy. Her sword burns like a piece of the sun. Warships in the sky aim their weapons at her, but no one fires. No one knows what might happen if they attack. Seraphina stops in front of the commander. Heaven trained me to fight. Her voice echoes across the battlefield. But you never told me who I truly am. She looks up at the fleet in the sky. I will not return to Aurelia. She turns the sword in her hand as golden light spreads across the plaza. I will find my own truth. She turns her back on heaven. Kale watches her half shocked, half impressed. You know, when you said things would get messy, I didn't expect this level. Seraphina smiles slightly. This is only the beginning. Far above them, the fracture of the world tree flashes again. As if the universe itself is opening a new path. Seraphina walks toward it. A warrior who belongs neither to heaven nor to the gods, but to her own destiny. If you want to know what awaits Seraphina beyond the world tree, comment 1 to see the next chapter.